Jurgen, it appeared it should have been your throw-in immediately before the corner that led to their goal this evening. So any complaints tonight, and how do you feel about coming away with a 1-0 deficit?
I didn't understand the first part of your question. If it was important, then I would like to hear it again.
Yeah, it appeared that it should have been your throw-in immediately before the corner that led to their goal. So I just wonder if you have any complaints tonight and how you feel about coming away with a 1-0 deficit to overturn.
Actually, we lost the game, and I don't want to talk in the first moment about the ref or decisions or stuff like this, because Atletico scored a goal. It was not directly the situation. It was a throw-in, then it came a corner, and then it was a goal. Would I have loved to get the throw-in? Yes. But that's how it is. And made our life not easier tonight, because Atletico was obviously here to squeeze a result out of this game. Coming here, having 70% possession is exceptional. Our build-up was outstanding against a high-press team. It was, for me, next level, to be honest. That was the best we did for a long time. Counter-press was exceptional. The intensity of the game we could go was absolutely exactly how it should be. Put the opponent under pressure in the last third. We were not clinical, not clear enough. Let me say that. We had not enough clear-cut chances. That's how it is. We had chances, but not enough. So, but it's normal, I would say. So, and staying in a game like this is for us really is development. So we had games in atmospheres like this where we, lost the focus a little bit, and then they could score a second one or whatever. That didn't really look like tonight. And so now it's half-time. We are 1-0 down. We would not give up if we have 15 minutes half-time, so why should we give up after when we have 3 weeks or how much exactly, I don't know. And even better, the second half will be played in a different stadium, in our stadium, and that will be different as well, and Atletico will feel that, and that's what we are looking forward to.
Just check on to the substitutions as well. I take it Sadio Mane wasn't injured and it was a risk of him getting a second yellow card. And how is
this kind of look? I really don't. It's obviously part of football. I don't like that. Obviously, the plan was tonight get Sadio out of the game with a yellow card, and then impossible. I was a little afraid that his opponent would go down now, even if Sadio only takes a deep breath or whatever. So, and then I didn't want to have that situation, so that's why we took him off. And Hendo felt his hamstring, unfortunately. We have to wait. He was not too concerned, but enough to go off, obviously. And more was just a tactical change. That's all we had to. We wanted to change a little bit, and that's what we did.
Gentleman with the microphone, then we go to the lady who's over there, yes.
Jurgen, good evening. Carlo Bianchi, Corriere del Ticino. Carlo Ancelotti, as a coach of Chelsea, told us that losing the away match 1-0 is the worst result among the best results. What do you think about it?
Sorry, I didn't understand what happened. It's the worst result and it's
the best.
Okay. Yes, true. That's how it is. Yes, now I got it. So, yeah, true. I have no problem with the result. So if you won it down at half time, you would say in a normal game, you would say, okay, we change this and this and that, and then and we would give it a try, and we give it a try 100% in the next game as well. I saw so many happy faces tonight from Atletico and all that stuff. I get that because it's a big win, but it's not over yet, and that's the only thing I feel. And there were so many. The atmosphere, I think it was difficult for the ref to deal with the atmosphere tonight. I don't say the header was because of that. They just misjudged it, so that the throw-in was because of that. They just didn't see it or whatever. But a lot of other situations where after 30 minutes, I think 3 Atletico players were already really on the ground and not injured. A ref just needs to feel the game a little bit more, how I think. And it was clear the crowd wants to help tonight, really, the team in a different way. Our crowd helps us, but it still helps, obviously. And that's, of course, makes it then, it's a very emotional game, very emotional. And we had to try to be really calm to make right decisions. And I liked, how I said, a lot of parts of our game, really. But of course, we have to be better in the final third, and we will try it.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
In Spanish. Yesterday, during the pre-match press conference, you said that Atletico Madrid was a well-oiled machine, that it was always very hard to beat. And the attractive game was the effective game for you. You had something like that in front of you today. Are you disappointed by the way your team played, or are you more surprised by the way Atletico played? Thank you.
Neither nor. I'm not disappointed about how we played. I saw much worse games in my life. It was absolutely okay, how I said. We were not good enough in the last third. That's it. And no, I was not. I didn't expect that we will have around about 70% possession. I actually thought, Atletico will have a little bit more of the game, but we are not surprised. 1-0 being up, we are not in the best moment, so you try to defend it with all you have. And that's what they did, obviously. That's absolutely okay. I respect that a lot. But of course, how can I sit here? It's only 1-0. So it's not this, we are not 5-0 down or whatever. We think we have a chance. We don't think it will be easy, not at all, because Atletico will have back Joao Felix probably, Diego Costa in different circumstances. We have to see who we can line up, because until then can happen a lot of games. But as long as we can get 11 players in a Liverpool shirt, we will try it with all we have. And for all Atletico fans who can get a ticket for the game, welcome to Anfield.
Jurgen, hi. Specifically, what is it going to take in the final third in the second leg at Anfield? What is it that you have to improve on that you didn't do tonight?
Look, it was incredible. The concentration level of the Atletico defense was tonight exceptional, I have to say. There was yes, they defended with a big heart, but the concentration level in this final third was really, really good. And for us, we could have played better. We know that we have we can hold the ball better. We know much more about the team now. You have to feel the team. I like halftime, Alec, to be honest. It's because you know more about the opponent. All the analysis never happen against you. So you have to try. We had a lot of Barcelona games, but obviously Barcelona games plays completely different to us. So they played different against Barcelona than they did against us, because tonight was a home game, and I think it was like a little bit created, like the turning point maybe for them if they win tonight, and everything will be better after that. And so it felt a little bit like that. So we can play better in the final. So it's not only that we have to do the specific things better, but we can play better, but we know more about the opponent, what will help us 100%. It's with little details, like how we pass the ball. The first touch was a lot of time not good from different players, that we took in the wrong direction, and so they could defend the crosses and all these things. But we did a lot of good stuff, and in the end, when you are in the box and can play 1-2s and all that stuff, and have then bring a cross and you have a half volley or whatever, that's good football. Unfortunately, we were not lucky enough that one rolls over the line. And now imagine in the home game, we could score a goal whenever, and then the atmosphere will help us as well, because emotions are important. And tonight, they were obviously completely on the side of Atletico. And that's why I say I'm really looking forward to the second half.
Okay, unless in the absence of any, Dave, and then we'll finish with Dom, okay?
Jurgen, you were actually booked towards the end there. You seem to be very frustrated. I don't recall you being booked as Liverpool manager.
I don't know. But I deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just shouting in that direction. No bad words, also not. I was not swearing or something like that. I was just unhappy with the overall performance, and in that moment, then it finally broke out. And obviously, the ref didn't like it too much. I can take that. That's okay. How is that? I deserved the yellow card. All good.
Final question, Dom.
Given how they defended and how organised and the mentality they have, do you think you're going to have to be close to perfect to beat them in the second leg?
I don't know today exactly what we have to be, but we have to, how I said, again, the intensity we put in the game, in a stadium like this, where all the help is like they have constantly, they go constantly to the petrol station, and we drive with one tank. So that's a little bit, emotions are like this. So they're the next, I think, I'm not sure if Diego saw a lot of the game, because it was constantly animating the crowd, but that's And that's exactly, we have the other side. So that changed, first and foremost, everything. If we speak from time to time, the power of Anfield and power of a stadium, what the stadium can have, that tonight you saw it. If you want to play like this and the people are happy with how you play, because the whole stadium only wanted the result. The stadium was not there here for seeing sensational football. They wanted the result, and they got the result. So they are now happy. In this moment, we are not that happy. But if you have to be perfect, we always try to be and fail constantly to be perfect. But we know that things, it will take much too long, but I can already tell 5, 6, 7 things which we can not easy do better, but obviously do better. If we do that better, it will be much more difficult. But I have to say there were a couple of good things what Atletico really did. It was they only had long build-up, but of course in the long build-up, and Alvaro Morata is there, brings in half space. That was I think that were the 2 situations. They scored a goal, and the next situation we lose the second ball around one of these long build-ups. So apart from that, we had them pretty much where we wanted them to have, but we were 1-0 down. That doesn't help. But I'm not sure if it's 0-0 tonight, if that would have changed the game of Atletico tonight. So I don't know. But now they have the result and they have the advantage. But that's all. Apart from that, we feel we are kind of in the game, and that's what we have to use. If Atletico will be better than us at Liverpool, we respect that. Then they are in the next round, well deserved. If not, we want to go there. And how much we want to go there, we will show when after the first whistle of the second leg, and not now in the press conference.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.